the girls with their nails done now.
And welcome back, listeners. We are back from that exciting cliffhanger of where we last left off, of where Glyph A and Glyph B came onto the bus, and they caught the scent of someone they call M on D. We're just going to jump right back into the action. Oh man, well, before we left to go to the stadium and all that other stuff, there was this cute little dog at Bertha's, and I swear he was talking to me, and I just gave him some tummy rubs. They happily just grab Dee's hand, and they're just, it's him. Then they both turn to look at you. You two are siblings?
Yes, I'm his younger sibling, actually.
So this means that you're acquainted with M as well.
I honestly don't think so. I don't recall having seen any pug, was it, D?
Yeah, it's a cute little black pug, but it went to the office that BA's taking over now.
Oh. I'm sorry, ladies, mares. I've not actually seen a cute little black pug as of late.
We're not going to mince words because of how important this is to us. But that is just no mere dog. That is the greatest AI in all of existence.
The greatest AI in all of existence, and it chooses the body of a little pug?
When we met him one time, we asked him the same thing, and he said, one's own intelligence should not be dictated by what they look like.
Very true. Very true.
And plus, he likes to be cute and fluffy. But what's amazing is that that is the individual we respect most in all of Cyber City, and we've been looking for him for so long.
Well, it sounds like he's safe and well at Bertha's.
And you're acquainted with this Bertha?
She's... I guess the proper term would be handler. I, as a nomad, come and go from the city, and she is a contact here with my family, and I have been staying with and dealing with things through her and with her. So, I would say yes, we are acquainted.
Yes, family relations and such. Yes, sister. It's like how we view ourselves, that we are sisters, but we are also one and the same. Yes. They're quickly speaking to each other, and their chattering just goes faster and faster and faster and faster until they stop. They both turn to you. If you can take us to M after this is all over with, you can consider yourself an honorary citizen of Robopolis.
That is a great honor, and one I appreciate deeply. Transporting you to where M is should not be a difficult task at all. I don't foresee anything really bad happening at the Battle of the Bands, so we could certainly meet backstage after we're cleaning up.
This is fantastic because... And the Glyph B Beta turns to D and goes, "You said that he's in an office with one named BA? Yeah, he's playing detective or something."
BA wishes to be a private investigator and is actually our cousin. He's from another nomad family who our grandmother is having overtures with their leader for a I guess the term that would be best would be a data merger.
This is fantastic, because the reason why we're seeking M is not just for us to fawn adoration on. M is above such things, and we would never waste his time with such that. We need his vast intelligence, and if he's in the acquaintance of someone who is to be a private investigator, that's even better, because there has been a murder in Robopolis.
Oh, that certainly sounds like something important to figure out, and you can be assured that we will help you.
And the only evidence we can find is that it is definitely from a group from Stefford slums. Oh man, that's actually our next stop. We're not going to have any... Oh, we obviously don't think the entirety of Stefford slums is out to get us. That's actually kind of racist if we thought like that, don't you think, sir? Dee blushes and goes, I'm sorry, ma'ams. No, it's not going to be a problem for us to... No, we're not going to be suspicious of every person that comes from this...
Ladies, mares, please, do not frazzle yourselves. We are here to have fun. We are going to a battle of the bands, after all. Please, come, sit, and no offense towards you, but can you imbibe food and drink? Because we have snacks, and I wanted to offer and not be rude.
You know, that's actually when they actually get the biggest smiles on their face and they actually laugh. You know, that's actually a common misconception that people think that us people of Robopolis can't eat or drink just because of what we are. Oh, we enjoy food all the time. We can easily imbibe it. So thank you very much.
Then please, by all means, we have goobers, chocolate-covered peanuts, and we have Coca-Cola, vintage.
This is when you notice that they're wearing vintage. What their outfits are made to look like something from the age-old time of the 1980s. They're wearing the large neon shirts with the large head opening, so it's baggy. You know what shirt I'm talking about? I
think so.
They have the vibrant wristbands. One of them has a side ponytail.
So what I'm hearing is that their outfits are truly, truly, truly outrageous.
Yep, there you go. You got it. So as soon as you get the basic idea that they're meant to embody Jim, you'll get the idea what their transformation is when their time comes for the performance.
Oh, beautiful. So he brings them and their band in, he shows them and sits down, and he actually sits down across from them. Ma'ams, if I may.
Yes.
I don't wish to ruin the delightful mood that we've engendered here, but I do have some questions for you. How do you feel as citizens of Robopolis when compared to what you see with the rest of Cyber City?
First of all, we would like to say thank you for the fact that you actually asked us how do we feel as citizens, because this is the first time we've actually felt like actual citizens. You and your brother have actually done so far as to treat us like actual individuals, and not just think of us as, you know, cans and things for people's service.
Please.
So thank you very much. And we've actually not felt truly a part of this city, even before the time we were given this land, this area, this district. We felt this was just done out of pity to make us shut up.
That is a shame. What are your feelings on our current... Well, I don't live here, so I can't say our, but Cyber City's current mayor. Say no more. That tells me enough. What if I were to tell you that I am part of a program that is trying to get a better mayoral candidate installed? As well as dealing with some of the things that Leonidas has been actively doing and simply been complicit in.
Glyph Alpha just responds with, "You had our curiosity," and Beta just finishes with, "Now you have our attention."
Oh, my ladies, more beautiful words have never graced my ears. And he twitches his pointed ears just a little bit. So it's safe to say that Leonidas's stance on synthoids as citizens is not one of your favorites. As I thought.
We have actually witnessed so many atrocities against us, and we fear that he is actually moving to have us eradicated.
Honestly, we at the Nomads feel the same. He has never cared for us, and while he has left us alone, there have been rumblings and whispers and noticed actions that he is tacitly, minusculely, ever so much moving against us. And we do fear that a larger wave of ill intent is coming. Part of why I'm here is to search for like-minded people who are more than willing to stand up against what he's done and what he is likely to do in the future.
Alpha looks you dead in the eyes, and she responds with this. If you can help us with solving this crime, even just point us in the right direction, that's more than enough. I can promise you the entirety of Robopolis's citizens will join you in your project, Alistair.
Then, let me, as they say, put all the cards on the table. And as we go to the Stepford slums, Alistair will do exactly that, telling them his plans. The thing with John Cougar Mellencamp, the plan to take care of ousting Leonidas out of power, and making sure that he can't rise to power again.
The sisters are sold.
Excellent.
And they tell you, we stand 100 citizens strong. So the deal stands. You do this for us, we will join you.
And he shakes on it.
As you shake, you approach this very interesting house. You can just hear the jazz, the trumpets blazing out of there. Door opens, a gentleman fanning himself with his Stefford hat, holding a beautiful golden trumpet. Oh, jeepers, creepers. As he's coming up. Well, hi there. I'm Louis Armstrong, the 32nd. And I'm here to represent my ancestor.
Well, really... Mr. 32nd, pleasure to meet you.
Oh, you can call me Louis.
Louis, come on aboard. We're glad to have you.
And he just starts laying his trumpet. He's the only person that comes because that's all you need. Look, he's Louis This is my Louis Armstrong.
This is Louis Armstrong, yeah.
You don't need anybody else, man.
Nope.
It would be overkill. So this is who's representing the Stepford slums is Louis Armstrong the 32nd.
Excellent. Before we get on their way, Alistair will step off and look around the area that they're in. Could you describe kind of what he's seeing?
I am so happy that you've done this. So, very curiously, you notice that what you're in front of, this house actually has little receivers in the front of it pointing the direction of the house.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice that the minute Louis stepped out of there and told everyone goodbye, this looked like your typical speakeasy from the 30s.
Mm-hmm.
But the minute he steps out, it takes the appearance of every other house on the street. The street just has this glumness to it. But every other house is white picket fence, that stereotypical 4-bedroom house with the steeple roof.
The ideal 1950s.
Yes.
Right.
And then that's when you'll notice, just down the road, a woman, the smile she has is unnatural, is the only way you can put it.
Mm-hmm.
And the way she's standing on her tippy toes. Her shoes are bright red.
Mm-hmm.
Her hair is that beehive bob cut.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this beehive hairdo it's the tallest you'll ever have. She's literally like Marge Simpson.
Oh my god.
But it's not blue, it's blonde.
All right. Is she just standing and looking, or is she approaching us?
She's looking. She takes notes, and then
Alistair
that's when
just politely smiles and waves.
That's when she decides to start coming, and that's when you notice she's walking on her tippy toes. Her feet are perfectly straight.
Good God!
And
I think Alistair will walk up to her, hands in his pockets. And just casually walking up to her. Ah, so you're approaching me.
How else would I approach you, Sir Byron, but now approaching you? She just
And who
back.
do I have the pleasure of meeting today?
Why, I am the Mrs. Morgan Stefford.
A pleasure. You may call me Fox.
And my husband is the John Stepford.
Not the John Stepford.
Yes. We are the leaders of the Homeowner Association, second none to Damian Leonidas.
A more storied and vaunted organization there has never been, I am sure.
Oh, you are just the bee's knees. Now,
oh, dear, bless your heart. How can I help you?
Oh, I was just seeing what's going on here with all this ruckus. This is normally the quiet time in the Stefford slums. Oh. It is only 3 p.m.
It's like, dearest apologies. We are here shortly, mind you. We don't want to be a bother. We are here shortly, simply to pick somebody up for an event in Cyber City.
Okay. That's when she turns and she looks and she sees Glyph A and Glyph B. You can hear her mutter under her lip, "Filthy synthoids." Now you be good and make sure you wash up. You don't want to be getting none of their filthy robot diseases on you now. Son, you might want to be ready because big changes are coming to Cyber City.
Alistair just kind of looks at her over the edge of his glasses with his purple, fox-like eyes, bright and piercing, and goes, "Miss Stepford, you have absolutely no idea."
Oh, Alistair, you naughty, naughty boy. I love it. She doesn't get what you're laying down, but she's just, oh, it's so great to hear someone else who's ready for the cause. She hands you a button that says Leonidas forever.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I do apologize to cut this short, but I do have to get back on the bus and get out of your hair.
Oh, she gives you a little curtsy, pulling up her little dress, gives you a curtsy.
He bows.
And she goes about patrolling the streets.
So as he turns, Alistair is going to look for something specific. And he's going to walk over, and just in case she's watching, he's going to go, "Oh, there it is," as he pretends that he has dropped his wallet.
Smart.
And as he goes over to the spot that he looks, he actually leaves something hidden, doesn't actually pick anything up.
Okay. The minute you just said your wallet, she stopped watching, so she didn't see what you laid hidden down there. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure
you understand. Yeah, I'm sure you understand the concept of a dead drop.
I get what you're laying down, and I like it.
Quite literally in this case.
You're able to get back on the bus. Louis is just dabbing himself with sweat, and he goes, "Oh, Mr. Alistair, the twins here were laying down your big plans of a revolution.
Where are they now?
I got to say, I can dig it." He hits the trumpet.
That's good to hear. And he snaps the Leonidas forever pin.
Your brother goes, all right, Alistair. We only got 2 more bands to pick up. And thankfully, these next 2 shouldn't be, we won't really have that much drama. Because this group I've actually heard they're actually really good guys. Because, you know that trouble that Foe and she who will not be named, they got in with that group called the Posers.
Oh, yeah.
So apparently, there's this, like, anti-group that separated from the rest of them. They call themselves the Hogan's Heroes. And
that sounds interesting.
Yeah, and these guys are apparently really good guys, and they're some really good edge runners. And they go out and they do things to try to help the community and try to bring a good name back to the gangs of Cyber City. So
sounds like our kind of people.
So we're actually picking up a couple of their members. They're apparently the musicians of the group. They call themselves Kid and Play. They do this like old form of music called hip hop. This is gonna be really cool.
All right, D, do me a favor. As we're heading out of the slums,
yeah,
squeal the tires, and he tosses the Leonidas Forever pen out an open window into a public use receptacle.
D looks at you and just goes, happily. He hits the brakes, stops, starts to burn out, and then just
3, 2, 1.
And you just perfectly peel out. And you leave like a little burning trail as the 2 halves of Leonidas' pin fall on the ground.
Nice little reference to Back to the Future there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to pick up the Renegade Posers, Kid and Play.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What's the other band? I'm curious. Oh, and in character. So we have them. Who's our last group, D?
So one of the last groups of people that aren't really represented is the industrial area. These are the people who just work hard in the coal factories and the steam factories.
The ones most affected by Leonidas' tyranny.
Exactly. Like, most people don't even know these people exist. So
we're going to change that.
The group we're actually picking up, they're actually one of my favorite bands. I love them. They're called the Boom Boom Boys.
I'm afraid I've never heard of this group, but they're your favorite, you say?
Oh, their music is amazing. And don't tell Grandma, but I actually have snuck into a couple of their shows. And so they have this gimmick to where like the ground will blow up and like shoot you in the air. So as you're dancing, you're just going in the air. It's amazing, bro.
Boom, boom, indeed. And don't worry. 1, my lips are sealed, and 2, this is Grandma. She probably already knows.
Yeah, what am I kidding?
He just kind of gives a knowing nod. It's like, yeah.
Like, who am I kidding? She already knows. But you guys actually, what makes this really easy is because the Hogan's heroes are always moving. They're literally the nomads within Cyber City. They don't have this one set location. So you're literally picking up Kid and Play from a bus stop. And
oh, wow.
One guy has an eraser top haircut with a just bright, vibrant poke. And another one has like a bright stripe sweater on that's purple. And they're both just wearing like parachute pants.
Nice.
They look at you. They give you the thumbs. They go, "Ooh, I can already tell we gonna get along just fine. I actually like this entire group already." Oh, I like
come on
these
in,
boys.
grab some sodas.
Awesome. So they sit down and join you, and I imagine you start to relay all the plan to them.
Alistair will feel them out and see how they are feeling about the whole gang situation. And not just the posers, but, the whole gang situation.
Oh, they are so immediately sold, and they are immediately with you about changing how people see things, that they give you their boss's personal line and tell you to call them after the Battle of the Bands.
Excellent.
And this is when you finally approach the last band, the Boom Boom Boys. You have just gone into what used to be a subway tunnel, but it's been converted into a road. And it's just pipes, wiring. And you see people wearing old mining caps that have lights attached to it. And they're just repairing lines. And we're just still going deeper. And that's when you finally come. And it's just the heat from how hot it is. And you see entire families that are working.
He tells D to drive slow.
Oh, D is going as slow as possible to be respectful to people here. He just goes, "This is honestly why I despise Leonidas." Everyone on the bus solemnly nods. No one should have.
Gentlemen, excuse me. And he's going to go emptying all of the fridges that are on the bus of water bottles. And he's going to take off his coat, put the water bottles in his coat, and hop off the bus and start handing them around.
Curious. This is a really big thing you've just done.
These are the innocents that Alistair wants to save.
As you go, a little girl gets the water. An older lady looks at her, and she looks up and she goes, "Get the wise one." She runs off.
Get the wise one.
Oh, yes. Even if I can't see a thing, I can still see your light that grows from you, boy.
Alistair turns towards the voice. Sir? How can I help you?
Your chi. You're one that is related to Angie.
My grandmother.
That's why your color is so similar. I've grown beyond the normal sight, my good boy. They call me the Wise One. I've been alive for a very long time, Alistair. I've seen many things. And this act of charity, it was prophesized.
No, sir. Not charity. Basic human decency.
Even that response. Everything that you are, Alistair. This is interesting.
This has all been proclaimed in the past. We all saw this coming. You are to unite us. We are but a small group. There's only 50 of us. But if you'll have us, we would wish to join you.
Everyone should be allowed to fight for their freedom and their future. And he hands the wise one a water bottle. I do ask one thing, though.
Yes, anything, my good boy.
Those who can fight, of course, will be welcome. But those who can't, I would like to help spread the message about what's going down. Because I want to make sure that everyone, you and yours, the innocents of this city, are as untouched as possible by what is coming.
Excellent. I can tell you, unfortunately, our fighting strength has dwindled. We have become so weak. But it's quite favoritous, because you are actually here to pick up the 3 that are our shining example of us deep here and but down below.
Real diamonds in the rough, are they?
Yes, you all have grown accustomed to calling them the Boom Boom Boys.
I hear they're quite good as a band.
Oh, they have made us proud. Oh, here they come now. And here's the funny thing is, every time they all take a step, you all lift in the air.
Boom. Yeah.
Exactly.
I had a feeling that was coming.
And this is when you see them. Each one of them, it goes from 7'5", 8 foot to 8'5".
Damn.
450 pounds, 550 pounds, 650 pounds.
Holy shit, they're not people, they're size of beef. God damn.
These are the Boom Boom Boys. And strapped to each one of their arms is what you would think is a grenade launcher. This is part of their gimmick of their music.
Good sirs, I'm going to have to ask you to unstrap.
Oh, don't worry, my good man. We shall not be going to go the boom boom in the room. We only keep the boom boom stocked when it's time to perform. Oh, yeah, that's right, bro.
Very well. I am Fox. A pleasure to meet you 3.
I'm Boom. I'm Boom. I'm Boy.
Smashing.
And we're the Boom Boom Boys.
Excellent. Excellent.
They literally bust out their best Ginyu Force poses.
Ha ha! Beautiful. All right, boys. We are here to pick you up for the Battle of the Bands tonight. Bus is that way. We do have drinks. We do have some snacks. I will be along in a minute. As you can see, I am in the middle of something.
Oh,
but then we will be back.
I'm sorry, Alistair, but the minute you said snacks, they already ran. You can see they're in the bus eating. Food!
Impressive.
Holy crap! Chug, 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 chug! Everyone on the bus is just shouting chug.
Alistair will take the wise one's hands and go, I will do my best for everyone.
I believe you. And it's funny. I don't see, like I said, I only see your color. But you shine just as bright as your grandmother.
Funny you should say that. She sent me here to be a beacon.
Thank you, Alistair. Thank you.
Like I said, basic human decency. Something that this city has long needed. And Alistair will politely bow, even though he can't see, and turn. However, when he took the old man's hands, he slipped something into the old man's hands.
What did he slip?
Some credit cards.
You
he felt bad. He felt bad that, he had snacks and drinks on the bus, and after seeing all of this, he couldn't leave without leaving them some money to get some decent food.
Literally, the wise one just weeps as he breaks down. He falls to the ground, just clutching his hands, and the only thing he can do is just offer prayers of thanks to up above, to what has just graced his presence.
Nomads know what it's like to have a rough time of things out in the desert. So I imagine that one of the tenets that they live on is trying to better the world around them. And that is simply what Alistair is doing.
And as if to reach you guys, every window on the bus goes down, because everyone on the bus has joined together in singing a song. They're all singing I'm gonna miss you when I'm gone.
Oh, nice.
They're all in perfect harmony, which is funny as hell. They all work together perfectly. Literally, the Boom Boom Boys are doing the whole fucking cup stacking clapping beat.
Uh-huh.
It's a very beautiful moment, and that's how you guys are sang out of the down below. And it's hearing this beautiful song and the harmony of all these different groups working together. You leave the down below with the most valuable thing ever. Something even more valuable than those credit cards you left. You left them with hope.
The look of hope on their faces.
Hope for a better tomorrow. You show them that this is possible. That synthoids, that robots, human, the furry groups, you all can be together, and it's a beautiful thing when you guys work together.
Alistair just kind of sits quietly, watching as they leave the down below, kind of just intently looking back. Shaking his head. Oh, Leonidas. The storm coming for you is going to be the end times.
And as your bus is heading back to the stadium, we actually have another person that just joined us.
And it's someone the Poppers have not heard in quite some time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, a very long time, actually.
Well, come on. Don't be shy. Speak up.
Are you there?
Uh-oh.
Were you talking to me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who else is in here?
Yep.
Sorry, I was reading.
Oh, that's fair.
my bad.
No, I was reading the street slang. Page.
Oh no, you're good. So welcome. Howdy, John. It's been so long since we've played together.
God, it has been a while.
I know. Since then, I've started a new job. Got my credit score up.
Hey, that's cool.
Right. But I got my character built up. I don't have the stat sheet though.
Okay, I will get that for you. So I will just have you join the Roll20. But for right now, you don't need to worry about any rolls or anything, because as you've been sitting there listening, this is the way I GM, Johnny.
Yeah,
I'm a super heavy narrative GM. I might very occasionally throw some dice rolls, but for right now, it's more about the RP, especially for your character, because this is your introduction.
Oh,
so tell us a little about your character, because I believe that they're in their room above Bertha's pad right now, and they're probably just waking up.
I think the girls with their nails done now.